Good morning, my dear students. Today I am going to teach you about the objective questions in principles of inheritance. Okay. What is the first question? Which of the following branch deals with inheritance and heredity? What is inheritance? The transfer of characters from parents to offspring or progeny is known as inheritance. Okay. The progenies are exhibit the similar characters when compared with the siblings and parents also. Variations are also there in a progeny along with the similarities. Okay. What is heredity? The transfer of characters from parents to offspring. Okay. What is the question? Which of the following branch deals with inheritance and variations? What are the given options? Option A, morphology. Option B, anatomy. Option C, physiology. Option D, genetics. What about the first option? What is morphology? The study of the characteristics, the external morphology and internal morphology. Two sub-branches are there in a morphology. So here morphology branches deals with only the characteristics of plants, the plant's morphology. Whereas anatomy, that branches deals with the anatomical characters of the plant parts. Physiology branch deals with the physiological activities of the plant. What are the physiological activities of the plants? Already heard about the physiological activities of the plant species. The first one is the how the plants absorbs water and minerals from the soil. Transporting plants. Already we had discussed about that chapter in first PUC. Transporting plants and the mineral nutrition. The importance of mineral nutrition. Next, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, respiration, nitrogen metabolism. So, physiology branches only deals with the physiological activities of the plant species, like as transpiration, guttation, photosynthesis, respiration. What about the genetics? Fourth option, the given fourth option is genetics. The genetics branch is mainly deals with the inheritance and variations. Okay, this option D is the correct answer. Okay, what about the second question? Who is father of genetics? What are the given options? Option A, P. Maheshwari. Option B, Linnaeus. Option C, Mendel. Option D, Robert Brown. Okay. Who is father of genetics? John Mendel is the father of genetics because he introduced laws of inheritance. Okay. So who is father of genetics? Mendel. Option C is the correct answer. What about the next question? Who proposed the laws of inheritance? Same options for the third question. Okay. What is the first option? Maheshwari. B. Second option Linnaeus. Third option Mendel. Fourth option is Robert Brown. What is the question? Who proposed the laws of inheritance? The laws of inheritance proposed by Mendel. So option C is the correct answer. Okay. Next question. Which of the following plant was selected for hybridization experiments? What are the options given? What is the question? Which of the following plant was selected for hybridization experiments? What are the options given? Option A, brinjal. Option B, pea plant. That's a Pisum satarum is the scientific name of pea plant. Option C, groundnut. Option D, mangifera. Already have learned about that scientific name of mango plant. What is the scientific name or biological name of mango plant? Mangifera indica is the scientific name of mango plant. Okay, which plant is selected for hybridization experiment? The by Mendel, the pea Pisum satarum is the scientific name. That is common name is the pea, garden pea plant. Option B is the correct answer. Okay, next question. Find out the incorrect statement. What are the options given? Option A, the given option A. Mendel conducted hybridization experiments on garden bee for 7 years in the year 1856 to 1863. Okay, Mendel conducted hybridization experiments on bee plant for how many years? 7 years. That is correct statement. We have to find incorrect statement. What about the option B? Mendel proposed laws of inheritance. Okay, is it correct or incorrect? It's correct. Laws of inheritance proposed by Mendel. Okay, option B is also correct. What about option C? The given option C, Mendel selected 14 true breeding pea plant varieties. Mendel selected how many true breeding pea plant varieties? 14 true breeding pea plant varieties. It is also correct. Option D, the given option D is none of the above. So all the A, B, C are correct. There is no incorrect statement. Hence D is the correct answer, none of the above. Okay, is it clear? So next question is, okay, what is the next question? How many contrasting traits studied by Mendel in pea plant? What are the options given? Option A 1, option B 2, option C 4, option D 7. How many? What is the question? How many contrasting traits studied by Mendel in a pea plant? How many contrasting studies? 7 contrasting traits. Trait means character. Contrasting traits means alternative form of character. Regarding the stem height in pea plant. Regarding stem height, what are the alternative characters? Tall stem, dwarf stem. Okay, that is one of the contrasting trait. Regarding the position of flower, axillary and terminal. Regarding color of the pod, fruit, green color, yellow color. Okay, regarding color of the seed, green color, yellow color. Like how many characters studied by Mendel in a pea plant? 7 contrasting traits. Then answer is option B, 7 contrasting traits. What about the next question? How many are dominant characters in garden bee? Tall stem, yellow pod means fruit. Like the fruit is yellow color. Violet flower, axillary flower, green seed. Okay, na? What is the first option? The given first option is 2 and 5 only. What about the 2 yellow pod and 5? 5 is green seed. Yellow pod, regarding the color of the pod, yellow, and yellow is the recessive character, not a dominant character. 5, regarding color of the seed, green. Green color seed is recessive character, not a dominant. You have to find the dominant characters in a garden pea plant. Okay. Here, what about the option B? The given option B is 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5 only. 3 violet flower, 4 axillary flower, 5 green seed. That's a recessive character. Green seed is the recessive character, not a dominant. Option C, the given option C is 1, 3, 4 only. 1 tall stem. 1 is a tall stem. Tall stem is a dominant character. Dwarf stem is a recessive character. Okay, 1 tall stem. 3, what about 3? Violet flower. Violet flower is the dominant character, not a recessive character. Okay. What about the four? The given four here, axillary flower. Regarding position of the flower, axillary flower is dominant. Terminal position means that is recessive. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, na? Sometimes they may ask how many of the following are recessive characters. Recessive characters. Recessive characters in a quadrant. Then which option is correct answer? Yellow or tall stem is dominant character. Okay, yellow pod is recessive character. Dominant character. R stands for recessive character. Violet flower is a dominant character. Axillary flower, dominant character. Green seed, recessive character. What is the question? How many of the following are recessive characters in a quadrant B? Recessive characters 2 and 5 only. 2 and 5. Okay, first option is the correct answer. Dominant means then option, which option is correct answer? Dominant means option C is the correct answer. Recessive means first option is the correct answer. Okay, next question. Which of the following pollination was conducted by Mendel in a pig plants? What is the question? Which of the following pollination was conducted by Mendel in pig plants? What are the given options? Option A, self-pollination. Option B, cross-pollination. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of these. Okay. Among these options, Mendel was first conducted the cross-pollination in between the two parental plants. Later, self-pollination. So he was conducted both self and cross-pollination. Then option C is the correct answer. Both A and B. Okay. What is the next question? The phenotypic ratio of F2 generation in monohybrid cross is. The phenotypic ratio of F2 generation in monohybrid cross is. Mendel was conducted monohybrid cross, dihybrid cross, trihybrid cross, tetrahybrid cross. Among those etc. Among those crosses, as per NCERT, the given crosses are monohybrid and dihybrid crosses. Detailed information. Okay, then what is the question? The phenotypic ratio of F2 generation in monohybrid cross is. Phenotypic ratio. What is the phenotypic ratio? The phenotypic ratio is 3:1. Phenotypic ratio is 3:1. The tall parental plant genotype is capital T, capital T. The genotype of dwarf parental plant is small t, small t. It produces, one of the parental plant produces same type of gametes. The gamete is containing capital T. And then next, the rest of the parent is produces similar kind of gametes, small t. So capital T containing small t containing gametes are fused to form capital T, small t. The F1 progeny of F1 progeny genotype is capital T, small t. If the selfing is conducted in between these, selfing is conducted. Male gametes, female gametes. Already learned about this concept regarding subjective point of view. So capital T containing progeny 1. Capital T, small t containing progeny. Capital T, small t containing progeny. Small t containing progeny. Among these four progeny, suppose four progenies are formed in this generation, F2 generation. Among these four progenies, 3 are tall and remaining one is the dwarf. So what is the phenotypic ratio? Phenotypic ratio is 3:1. Already have learned about that concept regarding monohybrid cross. So what is the question? The phenotypic ratio of F2 generation in monohybrid cross is 3:1. Okay. So what is the next question? The genotypic ratio of F2 generation in monohybrid cross is same option. Suppose option A 1:1, option B, the given option B 3:1, option C 1:2:1, option D 2:1. Among these progeny, the 4 progeny, capital T containing progeny, how many are there? 1. Capital T small t containing progeny 2. Small t containing progeny 1. Then what is the genotypic ratio? 1:2, 3:1. Option C is the correct answer. Okay. So next we will discuss some other questions regarding monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross, Mendel dihybrid cross. Okay. Thank you, my dear students.